Let's go to 1 p.m. Eastern. Los Angeles Rams 6-1, 3-0 on the road to Houston Texans 1-6-1-2 at home at Energy Stadium in Houston, Texas. We'll start with the market. Rams open up as 14.5-point favorites. There's been a 3-cent move to the Texans. This total opened up at 46. There's now 47.5s and 48s. When we go to the cash in this spot, we have 4,829 tickets in. 15% of tickets are on Houston and 44% of cash is on Houston. Then 73% of tickets on the under and 98% of cash is on the under. And remember, we're dealing with about 7 or 8% of the tickets that will be in come game time. Rams come in off a 28-19 home victory over the Lions in Stafford's first game against the former team. He was 28 of 41 for 334 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Cooper Kupp continues his spectacular season. 10 catches for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's the first player in the Super Bowl era to record more than 800 yards receiving and 9 touchdowns in his first 7 games. Robert Woods caught 6 passes for 70 yards. Tyler Higbee caught 5 passes for 46 yards. They weren't able to dial up a lot of pressure as they got just 2 sacks, 4 quarterback hits. They picked off Goff twice. Jalen Ramsey got one, Knicks got the other. Rams rookie cornerback Robert Rochelle injured his knee in the first half. He's listed as questionable. Safety Jordan Fuller and offensive tackle Andrew Whitworth were both inactive last week and are listed as questionable this week. Texans come in off a 31-5 loss to Arizona, and that was the one bet where I beat myself up the most because I thought that Arizona was going to come in sloppy, fat, and happy. And I watched Jacksonville Zoe give the Arizona team total under 33.5. Instead, I took the Texans' first half plus 10.5 at plus 105. The Texans were up 5-0 after the first quarter. If I'm going to deal with a team that's a 20.5-point dog, why not just take the first quarter? I don't understand why I moved it to the first half. And I'm still pretty angry about it. The Texans, once again, didn't score a touchdown. That's the third time in 4 weeks they haven't got a touchdown. Davis Mills is 0-5 as the team starting quarterback. Tyrod Taylor is expected to return to practice this week. He is expected to play. So the Cardinals scored 31 unanswered points. Texans finished with just 160 yards of offense and 8 first downs. And we remember how good these Texans looked with Tyrod under center. Davis Mills was 23 of 32 for 135 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. He also lost the fumble. Nico Collins led receivers with 2 catches for 28 yards. Brandon Cooks had 5 catches for 21 yards. They could get nothing out of their ground attack, 15 carries for 42 yards. David Johnson ran 7 times for 25 yards, also caught 5 passes for 27 yards. The defense, though, managed 4 sacks, 9 tackles for a loss. I thought the defense looked pretty good. Lonnie Johnson had 9 tackles and 1 pick. Christian Kirksey fractured his thumb during the game. He actually could still play. And defensive tackle Jaleel Johnson is listed as questionable. Here we go. Bebsie, Rams, Texans, Rams, 14.5-point favorites. This total sitting at 47.5. Take it away.
I don't know. It's such a big spread, and it's almost like they're begging you to take the Texans, but the Rams are more than capable of smashing this team into oblivion. I think that Tyrod Taylor being in will be a bit of a lift. I think everyone on earth but coaches like Tyrod Taylor. And I feel bad for this guy. Like, this guy has had shit luck everywhere he goes. He either doesn't get a fair shake or he gets some weird fluke injury where he's stabbed in the lung by a needle and then loses his job to a future phenom. I feel so bad for Tyrod. I hope he can come in and play this game. And to be honest with you, the Rams are one of these teams that, look, they're 6-1. They're obviously a consistent football team with Super Bowl aspirations. But every now and then they lay an egg against a team that is dog shit. And they're facing a dog shit team this week at home. The Texans being at home, and I think the Rams are vulnerable here. And this is entirely a gut feeling. And not vulnerable to lose the game. They're going to win. But I feel like the Texans can cover in this game. They've been playing so bad. And the Rams have been playing good. The Rams are on a roll. And the Rams are going to win this game. I just think the Texans might believe enough, especially if Tyrod Taylor comes back into this game, believe enough to get blown out and then get a backdoor cover, or at least keep it semi-interesting. I'm not going to bet this. This is entirely me having a little bit of fun here, because I think I don't know. I can't bet this big a fucking spread against a team that I think should murder the other. But it's still a big number, Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like
I thought I might get a 7.5 first half. When I saw a 7, I was like, God, I can't take the Texans plus 7. I want to know that Tyrod Taylor is in. And I guess I just want nothing to do with this football game. And
of course not. You're not a crazy person, Jimmy.
I might be, but if I want nothing to do with it, then I imagine that the under will be in play. Because I liked what I saw for the Texans defense. And now they come home. And, it wouldn't shock me to see the Rams kind of take it easy in this spot, and they're also coming off an emotional game, and this total has gone from 46 up to 48. What was the cash on the total again? It was huge numbers on the under. Why would it be climbing if that was the case? 73% of tickets on the under, 98% of cash. Why would it be climbing? But I feel like it'll just be a very conservative game. Ron Crawford looking at the Rams team total over, but I want to know that Tyrod's in. But I guess that won't really matter other than it will spark the team. Dave McKenna says homecoming for Stafford from Texas. Yeah, Stafford and Kershaw went to high school together, same class or grade or whatever. So I'm interested in the under here. But we need to get the Tyrod Taylor information. Okay, so I'm not going to move on it tonight, and I'm going to stay close to the number here. Pinnacle's moved it to 48, so I'd like to see a Bet365 follow suit.